What's up, guys? It's your boy Justin, which today I'm finally doing my top 10 films of this year, which this was a fucking shitty year because I have some movies that I think are mid. Well, there's only one or two films that I think are mid that are on this list because, this was a very fucking bad year. And there were a lot of movies that I wanted to watch that I couldn't watch because movie theaters are fucked now. They'll advertise movies that they won't play at the theater that you're watching them at, dude, because they don't think it'll make money. It's like, go fuck yourself, dude. Like, don't even you take the advertisement money, but then you won't play the movie when it fucking comes out. It's like, go fuck yourself, dude. Like, there was some Park Chan-wook films. The South Korean Park Chan-wook film that he did that I couldn't watch. Secret Agent I couldn't watch. Keeper I couldn't watch. So it's like, fuck. There was a bunch of movies I wanted to watch that maybe would have made it on the list, but I couldn't watch. So I watched 43 films. I was gonna watch 50, but fuck it, 43 is good enough, dude. I'm playing video games again because the people I'm dating, they play games too. So it's like, oh, I can fucking play video games now. That's great. So yeah. So let's start the list off. I'm doing bottom to top. Okay. So 10 is Weapons, the Zach Cregger fucking horror film, which, holy shit, he wants to do Resident Evil. Which is not surprising because I know that he's a Resident Evil fan, but still, dude. So yeah, I put Weapons on here, even though I wasn't a huge fan of the movie when I watched it in theaters because, like I said multiple times, I watched it with a very shitty, ironic audience. It was mostly women and their fat women with their fucking boyfriends who went to see the movie because, like, oh, women like horror films now, and it's like, oh, fuck yourself. No, you don't. Get the fuck out of here. And they were just laughing at every fucking thing in the movie, dude. Ruining the experience. But it is a good movie, but still. But also there's a problem with the movie where it's like they don't really explain the magic in the fucking film. Which makes it think, oh yeah, it's because it's... Yeah. And the movie apparently is an allegory for like MK Ultra. Which... I look back at it as like, oh, that actually makes a lot of sense, and that kind of saves the movie for me. So that's why I put it on my top 10 list. Even though I wasn't a huge fan of the movie, I thought if I were to give it out of 10 rating, I would say maybe it was a 6.5, maybe. Okay, number 9 is Superman, my favorite fucking cape shit film of the year, which we had... I think we had 4 cape shit films. 3 of them were Marvel. You had like the Captain America movie, or the Captain Falcon movie. You had Thunderbolts. You had Fantastic Four, and you had Superman. Obviously, the DC one was the best one, and it's by James Gunn, dude. Which people hate James Gunn. I understand why people hate James Gunn. But this movie was awesome. It got me back into reading Superman comics, which I was never a fan of Superman comics before. I like Superman, but I was never a fan of Superman comics. And I got back into reading Superman comics, which I didn't review any of them on the channel. But I bought a bunch, and they were good. Some of the ones I read were good, and I still have plenty. I should go back and finish to read and maybe review on the channel. Who knows? Okay, Havoc. 8 is Havoc, the Netflix film, which I fucking love. This film. It's starring Tom Hardy. It's by the director of the Raid films. And this is like the closest thing to a fucking Raid movie he's done since Raid 2. So I guess that Gangs of London show has some of that, has some Raid-like action scenes, but I never watched it. And I really enjoyed Havoc, and it's like a Christmas action film. Has Sonny Pang in it, which I thought was fucking funny because he's in Raid ripoff films. And it was just a very good film. My only problem with the film is like I wasn't a fan of some of the casting. But Timothy Olyphant was awesome in the fucking film. He was super... I just like... If people who didn't watch my review, I just love how badass the middle-aged crook cops were in the film. Compared to the triads. Like, holy fuck. That movie was fucking awesome, dude. Next is a film that not a lot of people aren't probably going to have on their top 10 list, but fuck them. I saw this around my birthday. And I love this film. I probably shouldn't have said that. And that was The Phoenician Scheme, a Wes Anderson film, which I love this film. Probably the best comedy film of the year, even though it didn't make me laugh too much, but it was, the parts where that wasn't funny was still fun to me. So I really love this film. I thought it was a great film. And fuck the haters. I love this fucking film. Naked Gun and Happy Gilmore 2 did not make my list, sadly. Yeah. Number 6 is a Stephen King film, which there was a couple Stephen King films that came out this year, I'm pretty sure. One by Oz Perkins, which did not make my list, unfortunately, but you know, the Monkey was a decent film. Yeah. The Long Walk, which I love the film. It was pretty good. I'm surprised like Philip Seymour's son was, you know, as good as he was. Though I think I would have preferred like if we were gonna have a nepo baby in that role. I think in my opinion, James Gandolfini's son, Michael Gandolfini, is a better actor than this kid. But you know, whatever. Apparently he's good in Licorice Pizza or whatever fucking film he was in. I think he was in Paul Anderson film before that. I don't fucking know. I never saw Licorice Pizza. I hear it's fucking creepy as fuck, which is not surprising. Number 5 is Avatar: Fire and Ash. Like I said, I love this film. You know, it was a great film. Apparently Avatar, James Cameron still wants to do the Avatar films, even though it sounds like the list one did not make a lot of money. And he says if he wants to get the next couple made, he needs to fucking he needs to find a cheaper way to produce them. So it's like, fuck, that means the budgets are even gonna get fucking lower for the next couple, which sucks, but what can we do? And this thing, just because of what the premise of the movie series is, you know, it's like you're never going to get epic space battles, because you know that's not what the series is about. It's about, like, you know, you're fighting for supremacy over this planet, kind of like Dune. You know, if we don't complain about not having space battles in Dune, we shouldn't complain about that. But you know, about like no space battles in, like, you know, Avatar. Which, for people who keep fucking talking shit, like, James, do other films in Avatar. James Cameron saw Star Wars, and this is his Star Wars, dude. He's been planning. I saw some videos. He's been working. He's had this idea for this franchise since like the late 70s, dude. Like since he was a truck driver, he's wanted to make these fucking films. So like, leave the fucking guy go. So number 4 is some of people's best film of the year, and it's a very latecomer, and that's Marty Supreme. I was only gonna put one fucking sports film on this list, F1 or this one, and I chose this one because, like, F1 at best would have made maybe top 10. Would have made maybe number 10 on my list, but then I would have to kick out Weapons, and you know, I would rather rewatch Weapons than I would rewatch F1, because F1 just seemed like kind of like I don't know, like it seemed like kind of like a commercial for like F1, the sport, and like I don't give a fuck about like your sport. Here it's like a sports movie, but it's not really a sports film. So. And Timothée Chalamet was great in the fucking film. Abel Ferrara, the movie. One of my favorite movies I watched this year that didn't come out this year was like a Robert Mitchum film where he plays Paul. It was like a remake of the 1970s remake of the big Nothing, right? And there's a shootout between two geezers in that film for the climax, and there's a fucking shootout between like two geezers near the climax of this film of Marty Supreme over a fucking dog. Abel Ferrara's like shooting at fucking Penn Teller over a fucking dog, dude. Oh my fuck. That was fucking hilarious to me, dude. So that just makes me, every time I think about that, dude, that just makes me laugh, dude. And that's not even the funniest thing in the movie, but yeah. So yeah, Marty Supreme's my number 4. Number 3 is 28 Years Later. That should be on people's top 10 list, but it's not. It's probably the, like, as somebody who's not a huge fan of zombie films, it got me back into zombies. Only this immediately stopped after watching a couple of zombie movies. I'm like, oh yeah, zombie movies suck. But yeah, 28 Years Later was great film. I'm looking forward to watching the next one, which it comes out today, but I can't fucking watch it because I have a date on. It was supposed to be a cheap date. We were just gonna go hang out at a comic book store and maybe get something from a cafe, but because they fucking work late on the weekends and everything's fucking closed, except for expensive places. Fuck, man, I gotta go go-karting, dude, and that's fuck, dude. I'm gonna spend at least $100 that day. Fuck, you know. So yeah. So I'm not looking forward to that. Yeah. Fuck. I mean, it's probably gonna be fun. It's just like, oh man, I'd rather just on the Sunday, I'd rather stay home and just play video games, dude, or go see a movie. But like none of the people I'm going to go see dates would want to see like a sequel to a movie they haven't watched the first couple films in the series. So it is what it is. So that's 28 Years Later. Great fucking film. Next is, Eddington. I fucking love this film. You're being manipulated. And then I totally missed out on the part where they're like, oh yeah, the Antifa in the film are not Antifa, they're like corporal mercenaries, which Antifa already is like, oh, it's like fucking secretly funded by like the Democratic Party or whatever the fuck, or at least they were at some point. I don't fucking know if they still are. But it's like, it's already like Antifa is like a tool of the establishment, not realizing they're fighting the established, not realizing, oh yeah, you're being used as a tool of the establishment. That's why films like the fucking film, like One Battle After Another, makes no fucking sense, retards who like that fucking film. But yeah, so Eddington was a good fucking film. It kind of has like a right, even though I think the fucking director's like, yeah, the movie's not it's actually anti-right wing. It's like, shut the fuck up. No, it's not. Oh my god. So I gotta go. So my favorite film of the year, my number one, is Begonia. Even though it's a remake of a South Korean film, but the South Korean film, the Begonia is based as fuck. Because one, you finally have a mainstream movie say like, oh yeah, like people are like, oh, the movie doesn't say anything. What they're saying in the movie is that the elites fucking are in league with not aliens like the UFO retards think, but like elite in league with fucking demons, and we live on a fucking flat earth. Which was not in the fucking original. In the original, they were aliens. And this one, you have the flat earth, dude. So fuck you. That's why the thumbnail of this fucking video is gonna be the flat earth. So that made it Begonia more based than Eddington. So that's why Begonia is my top 10 film. Sorry, is my number one film of this fucking year. So I would highly recommend you watch Begonia. And Save the Green Earth, the Green Planet, whatever it's called, is also a good film too. It's on Daily Motion if you want to watch it on Daily Motion. But yeah, so that's my top 10 films of the year. Movies that I think I don't have time for that shit. I'll do my top 10 worst films of the year later, dude. I gotta go to work. Peace out.